Hi there, good morning. There's two of you on. Good morning, and I'm so sorry about having to do this today. I will explain, and I totally forgot to say last week. I told myself you need to say that you can't do Tuesday. So yes, I'm here today instead. And basically I've got a job doing some chaperone work in at a theatre really tomorrow and Wednesday, and it's all day tomorrow. It's going to be a bit of a shock. I think it's 8 till 4 or half 4, and then on Wednesday it's 9 until 2, but I'm out tomorrow evening at rehearsal, so that's going to be full on. So yes, I couldn't find any other time really until Wednesday evening to do it, so I thought, well, I'll do it at 10:30 today. So we're here a day early, and if people are looking for me tomorrow, then at least the recording will be there. So hey Linda, hey Christy, hey Anne. So we might not have many on because I only popped it on this morning at about 8 o'clock that I would be on today. So yes, that's it's exciting. So yeah, I'm doing some chaperoning work tomorrow in a brand new venue in Bradford. So it's the first event that's taken place there, so it's really quite exciting. So yes, I couldn't say no because yeah, it's a nice little job, one-off job to do. And some of my friends, chaperone friends who I've not seen for a while, they're chaperoning as well, so that'll be nice to catch up with them. So yes, I won't be around tomorrow. It won't be a Stampin' Up day for me tomorrow. But if you do get in touch about anything, I will get back to you as soon as I can. So that's that. And then at the end of the week, I'm in a concert. So that's what I'm rehearsing for. I'm in an anniversary concert for a theatre company at Eden Town Hall. It's sold out. It was sold out by last weekend, which is fabulous. Honestly, there's some amazing singers in it. Some amazing singers. I feel lucky to be part of it. Very lucky to be part of it. So yes, it's to celebrate the 10th year of this theatre company. So that's something exciting at the weekend. So I thought I'd do week 2 this week. Before I start, I don't know if you've seen, but I've been sprucing up my branding. I've wanted to do it for a while, and I don't know the time. I didn't have the headspace or the time, or I didn't have the ideas of what I wanted. And I didn't know whether I could do it myself, and then I didn't know if I'd find someone who could do it for me, who'd have the right sort of vibe. I didn't want it to look corporate or too professional. And I don't mean that I don't want it to look decent, but I just meant I don't want it to look like businessy. So anyway, on Friday, I just decided to have a little play about myself. And actually, what inspired me was a piece of paper that I don't know where it came from, but the doggy found it, and I found it that she'd grabbed this piece of paper and was chewing it on the top of the stairs. And I looked at the colours and I thought, I quite like this for my new branding. I've added a couple of colours into it, but I'll grab the piece. As you can see, there, she chewed that up. But that was sort of the start of, I've taken some colours out and I've added a peach in, and the yellow's a bit darker. But yeah, that was the start of my idea. So thanks, Beulah. She chewed that up. And yeah, I shall keep that as an heirloom. So yeah, I've been working on that. So all my graphics are changing. It's a big process because I've got my website to do. I've got all my socials to do, like the YouTube things need doing. Oh yeah, that's a point. I need to do my YouTube channel header thing. Oh yeah, that's hard to do. But anyway, And I did a new newsletter last night. Oh my goodness, it took me about 2 hours to do it. And I looked at my old one, and if you're looking at it on a phone, all the writing was so small. There was a lot of text. And MailChimp, who I used to send it out, used to say to me, there's too much text, it's too text heavy. So I've stripped it all back and just used like these nice colour graphics and not too much waffle. And I sent my first one out last night. It was rather late, so probably people might not have read it until this morning or opened it. But yeah, I'm yawning again, honestly. I had a great night's sleep as well last night, and the doggy didn't have us up at 5:30. She started waking up because it's really light and the birds and everything, but she didn't today. It's really warm and lovely. It's gonna be like warm for like a week and a half now and sunny. And so I've already been out with the dog, already done the washing and pegged that out. So yeah, I've walked the dog because it's too warm now already, I would think. So yeah, that's enough waffle from me. So if you're watching this on replay, please do let me know what you think about my new graphic stuff and my new branding. I'm going to turn the camera around. Hopefully you can hear me now. And yeah, so coffee and card round 49. My friend Helen just said to me, can't believe that you're nearly at round 50. And I said, I know, and I really don't know what to do for round 50. I really want to do something special. It will be starting at the end of August or beginning of September. I don't know whether to do a festive one because they always do well for me. And I've started those in September before. So I'll have a think, but I want it to be a real bumper celebration one. 50 rounds of coffee and card. That's insane. Anyway, so round 49 is open for booking. I keep sharing these. Let me lower my camera. I keep sharing these cards. This is one that we'll definitely be doing, similar to this. And it includes, well, there's 3 options, but there could be 4. You can go for the washi tape on its own. If you've already got, oh, I'm yawning again, it's terrible, it's when I come online. If you've already got the dies, you can just get the washi and the kits. Then you can get the washi and the die, which cuts the shapes out. And then you can also get the stamps. Or like Anne did, if you don't want the washi, you could choose to just get the stamp. It's a big stamp and then some greeting stamps and the die. And it's the same price as option B. So there's 25p difference, but yeah, that's fine. So yes, this is another card. We're not doing this one, but it's just to show you the little flowers, the little blooms. So yes, morning Sandra. I've surprised everybody by being on this morning. So yeah, that's open for bookings now, and the link is going along at the bottom of the screen. So today we're on week 2 of round 48. If you missed last week's, this was last week's, and I did a little paper piecing trick. So you can go back and watch that. It's in my coffee and card playlist. And then week 2 is this one. Okay, and a lot of cutting out today, a heck of a lot of cutting out. So not many products in your bag. You should just have a card base, which I have cut that way for this one, and then a piece that's going to go card blank, and then a piece here. That's going to go across, just a little border, white on white, nice effect. And this is 10 centimeters by 14.3 and a bit. Okay, as I said, there's a lot of cutting out today. So what we're going to use, and these papers are back in stock now, I believe. We're going to use this one with all the little mini drinks on. And then, we're going to use this one, okay? Now, these are, if you're stamping, if you got the stamps, then you're probably not going to do the stamping today, and we'll just be cutting out because it's all the little small things. Now, these are, there's two sizes. There's a more of a long rectangle and then a chunky rectangle. It's not quite a square. Now, I used 3 here and 3 here. I've demoed this once already. I did my sample card, then I demoed it on an event I ran on Saturday for demonstrators. I've just gifted that card to a lady at rehearsal yesterday, and so I've run out of these colour ones, but there would be here and here. So I'm going to use the darker ones. I'm using the taller rectangular ones. So I'm going to use these 3 here. And what I like to do is detach the piece first. So it's just an easy cut and chat. Now they have got like a watercolour edge, so just follow it round. Like that. So they were quite easy, weren't they, to do? So I might do lighter, then it gets a bit darker, and then you've got the purple there. So they're going to go up there. And what I would advise is just to allow a little bit more room at the bottom. So I'm going to do a greeting underneath. Now it's up to you. I've not used the stamps from this stamp set, but you could do cheers and then something else. I wanted to use something a little bit bigger, so I'll show you what stamps I've used. But yeah, they're going to go on there like that. All right. And then, should we glue those down now? I did case this card. Oh, I've left the lid off my glue. I'm so bad. I'm so bad. There we go. I did case this card from a lady on Instagram, and she is called the Creative Teacup. There we go. So I've stuck those on, got my background, yeah. And then we're going to cut some little drinkies out. Now, I've sort of worked on the proviso that I've got like 3 things on each section. So the first one is the large jug here. Now, but because I'm using quite a dark red one, and here was a pale pink at the back, I'm not going to cut that dark red jug of, it looks like sort of pins, doesn't it? I'm going to actually cut this one, this pink, oh, I'll go for that one, this pink jug. I think that's pink lemonade. That's what I'm telling myself that is. Oh, I could just fancy a glass of that now. So I'm going to do the pink one because it's a contrast to that red at the back. Oh, we've got 9 on. It's not as many as usual, but thanks for hopping on. So that's going to go there. And then just look at what else you think might work. Now, some of the drinks aren't going to work because they've got like things across them like that. So that might not work. So I'm going to take that little blue bottle there. That's going to be on something. And there's a little peach one there. So we'll have that. And I love that tall lemon glass with the lemon on it. I'm just going down the side here because there's a lot you can access. Okay, so those two can be for the end one. I think that one actually could go with that, so we'll put that under there, put those under there. That one can go there. They are quite small, these, but don't get stressed over cutting them. They're not too bad. So once you get going with them, like they've been quite quick to chop out. It's probably a nice activity to sit. I know some people like to sit and on an evening watch TV and do a bit of cutting, get a little tray out. Just thinking if that's there, because that's, there needs to be like a pink. That really should be with that because that's pink and pink. Yeah, so it's almost like that's been poured into that. But that jug's full. Am I overthinking it? I think I'm overthinking it. I'm overthinking it. It's a card. It is a good summer card, even if you don't drink alcohol, which I don't really. It's a great little. This can be lemonade. There can be mocktails. Okay, so I need just another drink here. Which one do I want? Honestly, oh, I think I'll go for. Get one off here because there's not really a full one left that I could use. Never mind. I'll get one that I've not used on anything. And then here, I'm not going to do a drink. What I'm going to do is, you will notice that in between, there's lots of little things like strawberries, oranges, lemons, things like that. But there's also another piece of paper that's top notch. And what I like on this one are these like two little strawberries here together. In fact, I like these ones here. So I'm going to come in and cut these out. I love a mocktail. There we go. So they can just go there like that. Because that's quite big, that jug. So what I've done is the things at the back have been glued straight on. Yeah. And the things at the front have been foam padded up. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp my greeting, because once you put those foam pads on, they get in the way. So this is one of my favourites at the minute. It's an online exclusive, so it's not in a catalogue. But I love that happy birthday, and that's what I used on this card. It's called Pattern of Friendship. And then I love friends are the family you choose for yourself, but thanks for being the best. Yeah. So I've put thanks for being the best bestie. I thought that were quite cute. Can you be a best bestie? Because you should really only have one bestie, but I'm going to put these on the block at the same time. I don't know if that's equal. So just a little reminder while I get my ink pad out that this month, and do you know what? It's tomorrow. Tomorrow is my 17th Stampin' Up birthday. Ironically, I can't be online with you all, and that's a bit annoying because it would have been fabulous. That's all right. But yeah, 17 years ago I joined. Tomorrow, the 17th. So I've got my offer on this month. Every £50 you spend, you get a free ink pad. Now, that can be from things from my online store, or if you're enrolling on a class, I'll give you an example, and the products included in the class are £50 or more, then that's fine. I'll ask you to choose an ink pad. If the products are like £40, then I'll just say, look, don't miss out. You can just pay order an extra something for £10, and I'll get you a free ink pad. I always do that little offer this month, and perhaps I need to promote that because we're halfway through the month, just past. I need to promote that. So they're going to go on foam pads. I would advise that those mini foam pads are your best friend. They're your best bestie for this one. I bet Betty's not seen that I'm doing it today. So hi Betty. Let's drop Betty a message and a shout out. I think she's had a tough week this week, so sending you some love, Betty. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to add. I got my mini foam pads out. And where have I put them? Ha ha ha. Have them here to the side and thought, keep those out, Julie, because you need them. They're a sheet, but they're nearly done. Ah, they're here. I love these. They're great for this card. Hey Debbie, I know, don't worry. It's I did put a thingy on at about 8 o'clock this morning, but I forgot to say last week. I'm out working all day. I've got a chaperone job tomorrow and Wednesday, and I'm out rehearsing tomorrow night. It is a crazy, crazy week this week. Craig's busy with his piano stuff this week, which is fabulous. Okay, that's going on there. I love it with the darker backgrounds, actually. I love that. I think the drinks pop a bit more. You can watch on catch up, Debbie. That's the joy of it. And those little drinks do take a little bit of cutting out, but I think they're worth it. So yes, So I will celebrate my 17th Stampin' Up birthday with you today on here and say happy birthday to me. Thank you for supporting me over all the years. I do appreciate you, and I still love doing what I do. And yeah, I've got a lot more work to do on my rebranding thing, so watch this space, because I'm going to be doing, I know it probably won't affect you guys who are listening on here this morning, but I'm going to be doing more in-person things, which is fabulous. Oops, I just knocked that. There we go. So there's today's makes. Oh, next week. I've already made this one with on my demo day, but next week we're going to be doing this one. Now next week I'm going to be doing, this is a version if you've just got the papers. Next week I'll be doing a stamped version for my stamping ladies. So I've actually got two designs here because I demoed it. That's my sample, and then that was my demoed one on Saturday. Don't know which she prefers, the spotty background or the floral background. And just a heads up, I love this ribbon, and you've got a bit in your pack, and it's the in colours that were new last year. There's less than a year left, so we do it in peach pie, and it's absolutely fab for tying. It's I don't know, I always seem to get success with it, and it's not in the catalogue, it's on the last chance list. So I do encourage you to check out the last chance list, because it's very new for us this year. We don't have the sort of retiring list and that's it, they've gone after a month. Things linger for longer. So retired products, they are retired, but they're not just gone after a month, so they stay on the last chance list, and there's no clearance rack anymore. So it's great because I feel I can still use them in my business, even though they're not in the catalogue. And, you know, they are still while stocks last, but it's not just for a month. So I do encourage you to, if you're shopping, to go on, when you go and shop now, look on specials and look on last chance list, because all these ribbons, there's Pretty in Pink, there's Peach Pie, Petunia Pop, this one is Summer Splash, there's Shy Shamrock, they're fabulous, and they're all £4.20, which is great for 9 metres of ribbon. So that's just a little plug for the last chance list. There's also some stamp sets that are under £6. I know. They're under £6. I'll show you one. This one. Now, I must admit, and I'll be completely honest with you, I'm not a fan of the bottom part of this stamp set. I'm not really into that and that, okay? But the greetings and the little cake and the fonts and hope your birthday is wonderful, sending you lots of love, you're the best, make a wish, hooray, can't wait to see you. I just think it's fab. This stamp set is £5.70. £5.70. I mean, even just for that top bit, it's so worth it. So that's called Hooray for Surprises. So do check that out on the last chance list. And if you like the Best Family Ever, with like the mum, dad, and there's like auntie, blah blah, that's £6.70, I think. It's £6 something anyway. It might be £6.90. That's another bargain. So do check the last chance list. That's going to be next week's card. This was this week's card. I've been Julie Sutcliffe. I'm 17 tomorrow with Stampin' Up. And sorry I'm not online tomorrow, but I will be back as normal next Tuesday. So I will see you then. Have a lovely week. Enjoy the sunshine and take care. And I'll see you soon. Bye.